Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick first impressions video of Wuthering Waves. I played the game for 5 hours last night, and I'm probably going to play more tonight on stream, but I just wanted to go over a few points that I had about my first impressions. So first things first, the world. I think that the world in Wuthering Waves is really, really nice. I still think they increased the colors on everything. Not that I minded. I always say this in all my videos. Not how I minded how it was before, where it was a little bit bleaker. But I think the world looks vibrant. I think it looks amazing. I don't know why so many people were saying the world was going to be bad or it was going to be bleak and dark. All the character designs are still really, really nice too. I still have no issues with that. The world's decently big. There's a few different areas they let you go through. Early on in the beginning, I really like the exploration in this game compared to games like Genshin, where it's like you can wall run up things. I don't have to sit there and climb. You can climb if you want to, but you can wall run up things. A little bit of a ways through the stories, you get a grappling hook, and it took me until 5 hours to realize I could use the grappling hook whenever I wanted to. I actually didn't know that. I thought I could only use it at these specific points they have set up in the game, but you can use them wherever you want. Once I found out you can do that and you have the glider, exploration became 10 times more fun. It's so smooth running around in exploration. The only complaint I have about the movement in the game is that I don't know if it's just me, but the jump feels clunky sometimes. Like I don't know, it just feels clunky. It's like a stiff jump, and it happens whether you're running or if you're walking. I don't know if that's just me, but that's what I felt like. Um, but yeah, the story in the game. So I made it up to. I think I made it. I think it's like Act 2, Part 4, or something like that. I don't know if that's close to the end of Act 2 or not, but it's basically after you meet. Um, it's after you meet Scar. After you meet Scar in the story. Um, to be honest, at the very beginning, probably the first act up until you get to the first city, I thought the voice acting was pretty bad. Especially there was when Yang Yang talked, she kept naming the city, and whenever she did, I swear to God, they just put the same recorded voice line over it, just hearing her say that one word of the city. And it was a Chinese name, so it just sounded really, really weird and off-putting. Because it was the same recording over and over again. It felt a little. There were like time delays between the sentences and stuff like that. After that, it picked up a little bit more. The voice acting got a little bit better, especially Scar and Jin Yan. Their voice actors are insane. When you get to the Scar part, it's so good. That's when the story picks up. But up to that point, I'm not gonna lie, the story was pretty meh. Um, some would even say bad. I wasn't that into it that much. But it's starting to pick up. I've heard it falls off a little bit after that, unfortunately. But I'll just see for myself when I get there. Um, I know in the beginning of these games they do have to do a lot of world building and stuff, but it still felt, I don't know, it still felt like it didn't feel good the way they were telling it so far, but maybe that'll pick up as well. um Now for the combat, uh obviously Hero Games, they made Punishing Gray Raven. The combat in this game is excellent. It's super smooth. It is extremely fun. I have so much fun with the combat in this game. All the characters I have so far are fun. I pulled Mortefi. I got him. Unfortunately, I only got two other weapons from my other two 10 pulls I did. So I use the Rover, I use Mortefi, and I use Baiji, and I have a lot of fun playing all of them. Yang Yang was super fun to play. Chixia was super fun to play as well. I think Mortefi's my favorite. He's so fun. Um, yeah, the combat is super, super good. I haven't gotten to any of the high level stuff yet, of course. But just from exploring around the map and fighting things, even fighting the higher level enemies, um, the game is super fun. I took down one of those level 45 big guys when I was like level 20. It was a good challenge. Even just fighting them around the world, usually like the big guys usually glow. They have this like aura that signifies they're like a mini boss out in the world, I guess, because they have boss health bar. Um, and fighting those guys was pretty fun. I did get one shot, so you have to actually know what you're doing. They one shot my rover when I was doing it, but it was still super fun. I beat him, and I added his echo to my collection. Um, I saw a lot of people having a bunch of lag issues, whether it was on mobile or if it was on PC. I mean, you can see from my gameplay here. I guess I was one of the lucky ones. I had no lag whatsoever when I was playing this game. Maybe a little hit, like little hits here and there, but other than that, the game was super smooth for me. I had no issues playing it, so I don't know if I got lucky or I don't know, but I had no lag issues, so I was super happy about that. Um, One thing I wanted to touch on was, and this is specific to people who have never played gacha games before. If this is your first gacha game, they do item and info dump a lot of shit on you early on. Um, Basically, when you get to the first town, even when me running here, you start getting echoes, you start getting upgrade materials for characters, you start getting upgrade materials for echoes, you start getting, I forget what they call it, the amplifier things for echoes. And then you start, when you get to the town, you start unlocking like the cooking spot, the forge, stores, where you can start doing spending your energy to start farming materials, stuff like that. They kind of just throw all that out there. The only thing they explain to you is the training simulator to farm for character level XP or to farm for weapon level XP, and then to farm money. That's the only thing they explain to you, and they only explain to you in very little detail. So if you haven't played one of these games before, I feel like it's kind of hard to grasp all this stuff. Like kind of throw everything at you, and you got to figure it out on your own, and that could take a lot of time. If you'd played games like these before, like any of the Hoyoverse games or some other gacha games in general, since I have so much experience playing those games, I knew what everything meant. I knew I need to spend resin to farm these things. Each character needs these different upgrade materials. I knew I had to put echoes on like relics, and I have to upgrade them, upgrade weapons, all that stuff. I knew all that stuff because I played these games before. But it was just a lot of information I saw they threw at you right at the beginning, and they didn't explain most of it. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to get that away. I guess that could be a downside depending on what type of person you are. If you don't mind sitting there and reading all this stuff and figuring out what it does, that's fine. But if you just want to play the game, I feel like it's just a lot of stuff they throw at you there in the beginning. Um, so I played up until you meet Scar, just because after that is when I guess they unlocked you the full open world. Um, and by that I mean it's when the battle pass gets unlocked and everything, and you get daily missions, weekly missions, stuff like that. That's all still the same. There's still daily missions, weekly missions, like a normal gacha game. So they have incentive for you to log in and all that stuff. But yeah. So all in all, I think the game is a solid 8 out of 10 so far. If the story picks up and the voice acting picks up, I think it might bump up to a 9 for me. It's really just the story and the voice acting so far that's been hit or miss so far. Um, and I think Scar is probably the best part for a little bit because I heard it does fall off. So yeah, yeah, I'd say it's a good 8 out of 10. Could be a 9 out of 10. Very, very fun. I'm loving it so much so far. I can't wait to see what 5-star I get. I hope it's Calcharo, but I wouldn't mind any of the other ones, to be honest. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys my first impressions. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be streaming again tonight on Twitch. So yeah, I hope to see you there.